My top 3 fears: sharks, alligators, wasps. Hey, one of those things seems a lot less scary than the others. Yeah, you'd think so, but let me tell you about where it all began. I was but a small child, out back swinging on our swing set with my slightly less small older sister. This is my earliest memory, a fuzzy collection of snippets in fear that haunt me to this day. It began by her screaming something my undeveloped brain couldn't quite process, but I could understand the fear on her face and the mad dash she made for the back door. I followed, only to be bested by my tiny legs. I didn't make it. That glass door shut on me, leaving me behind. Ba-da-ba-ba. So we later figured out the center of the swing was hollow and the inside had collected rainwater, and it was also home to a wasp nest. So, yeah. The only bug worse than a wasp is a cockroach. Now, these pests are very common in Florida, especially the infamous palmetto bug. Growing up, my sister was terrified of roaches. As young children, we were sometimes left home alone at night when my mom would need to go to work. But one night, we had an unwelcomed visitor show up. My brave, fearless older sister stepped up and opened the front door at 11 p.m. at night, hoping it would leave. It didn't. Instead, we continued to scream and run around, trying to build the courage to kill it. Sis, you gotta close that door. A mysterious figure was walking towards our open door while we were home alone. Well, turns out an open door and 2 young screaming children drew the attention of our neighbors, and they called the police. 2 policemen showed up and they killed the roach for us. Our saviors! The best part is when my mom returned and we recounted the story, she refused to believe us, and I think she still doubts it even to this day. Unfortunately, the bug stories followed me out of my childhood. In fact, my first kiss story is really a recounting of another bug horror story. I was invited to a spot where teens would jump from a tree and swing from ropes into a river. But this is Florida, y'all. Every body of water has an alligator in it. Full stop, no debate. We struggled up into this tree, looked down, and all I could think about is how I'm about to die via alligator. We spent hours, plural, standing in that tree waiting for me to build up the courage to jump. Well, remember those 3 fears I listed earlier? Yeah, I was staring down, imagining I'd jump straight into an alligator's mouth, when fear number 3 showed up. A freaking mystery bug began flying around, stinging me. I was hysterical, jumping around, freaking out. Somewhere in that chaos, I received my first kiss in an asinine attempt to calm me down, while I was in my actual personal version of hell being dive-bombed by this bug. It lit the fire under my butt and in we went. I thankfully was not swallowed whole by an alligator, but I did have many welts on my body from what I later deduced was a horsefly.